Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Shifting State. Today we're out here on the Warbird, and I got my good buddy Roland over there, who's spaced off. We did like a nice little ride today. He actually had off today. I got off today. It's hard getting your friends together to go for a ride when everybody works crazy schedules, but that's what we're doing today. So we're stopped over here. We're right off of Route 5. We already hit up 10, circled around, went out to Yorktown, and I'll tell you, talk about it a little bit more later, but had some detours out there, right, to the Colonial Parkway, because we decided we want to take the Colonial Parkway. They're working on that, so that's just a FYI for everybody out here. You can ride from Jamestown till about Williamsburg, where the tunnel is. 199 is the road, and then they got it blocked off, so you got to jump on there, ride that out, take some detours, and I suggest you do it and enjoy that ride, because sometimes it's fun just to kind of jump off path and explore somewhere new. And we found some pretty cool new roads, and enjoyed the ride, and went out there to Yorktown, and we were going to stop and get something to eat at the Yorktown pub, but later today at Missions we have a meeting for Shifting State, a little group thing we're putting together, and I'll tell you more about that. That's what I'm going to talk about in this video. But we stopped right here real quick so I can go ahead and fire the GoPro up, and I'm going to let Roland lead the ride. Yes, sir. He knows where he's going.
At least I think I do.
It's a straight shot. Yeah. So, and another detour ahead, because usually we'll go over the Benjamin Harris Bridge, but that's closed down right now. So we'll just keep on going straight, and then, jump on 295.
Yeah, 295.
Yep.
Side on down to the Hopewell.
Yep. Drop off in the Hopewell, head into Colonial Heights, head over to Missions Barbecue, and get something to eat with some friends. So we'll be meeting up with a couple more people. But let's go ahead. He's already on the bike. I'm going to jump on the bike, and we're going to ride. Boom, on the bike. Firing them up. After you, sir. Alrighty, so Roland's got the new Road Glide up there. Looks pretty nice. He was showing me the functions of that cooling fan they got. I guess he said, you know, it's liquid and air cooled, but I guess he said if you park somewhere and you want the fan to stay on, you cut the bike off, you hold the throttle back for about 5 seconds, and the fan will kick on and keep the bike cooling. So, alright, they're doing a little workout here on old Route 5. Woo! Life is good. So, Roland's got a busy life, I got a busy life, and we were finally able to link up and go for a ride today. And we took full advantage of it. I was just going to keep it local, go around a little loop around my house, but I said, hey, you don't get to ride that often, so what do you think about we just go hit the 5 and out and maybe see what we can do on the old parkway? Of course, he was like, yeah, let's go. So we turned just a quick little ride today into a full-blown adventure, and it was pretty cool because we were trying to go out the Colonial Parkway. Like I said, it got shut down, part of it, where they're doing construction and everything. It should be done next year. Look how beautiful this is. 2 wheels, open road, and the scenery. Love it. But anyway, so they're doing construction. They should be done with it next year sometime, probably middle of next year. But either way, I'm looking forward to it being fully open, because that's one of my favorite rides, even though it is like 45 through there. So, but with that said, we were given a detour and we had to follow that out, and we hit up some roads that we normally wouldn't take, and it was fun. It wasn't a bad ride. We actually had to get on the interstate a little bit, and he jinxed us because he said, hey, Interstate 64 was actually pretty clear. So we got lucky going there, and then on the way back, I guess somebody had an accident, and we got stuck in that for a little bit because he jinxed us. So, but yeah, we enjoyed some new roads, and we went down to Yorktown by the water and beautiful scenery, passed on through, stopped in the parking garage, cooled off a little bit, but it was a good time. And now we're on our way back, and it's 5:30 right now, and we got about an hour and a half ride back home. Gas should be good, I guess. And we're going to Mission's Barbecue. We're going to meet up with some other people, and I'm going to talk to them a little bit more about the shift and stay thing that I'm putting together. And Roland's already involved. I got my buddy Andrew involved, my buddy Steve involved, and we're building more people. So that's part of the dinner and everything, what we're doing. But to explain, and I might have said it in some other videos, but if you're new and you're watching, here we go. So you have motorcycle clubs and groups and riders groups and rider clubs, whatever, all that stuff. Well, that guy just sprayed me with windshield wiper fluid, so I got a little bit of a bath. So hold on. All right, you still there? So you have motorcycle clubs, you have rider clubs, and all these different types of things. I want to do something a little bit different because, well, for me, I don't have time for a motorcycle club. I don't like all the stuff that's involved with that stuff. I'm not, it's not for me. And rider clubs, yeah, not for me either. So I'm starting something new, and I'm not going to go into full detail what my plans are, future plans with it, because I don't want people to steal my idea. But I'm building a group of my own. It's not a motorcycle club. We're not wearing leathers and cuts and all that good stuff to, you know, claiming territory. None of that. None of that. So to be clear, any other motorcycle clubs out there, we ain't trying to step on toes. So we're just trying to do our own thing. But my goal is, it's more so the community garage side of it. Build membership. We go do, you know, monthly rides. We're gonna do like bi-weekly dinners, get-togethers, and with the monthly rides and the dinners is an excuse for us to get out and ride. Because when you have like busy lives like us, it's hard to say, you know what, I'm gonna go ride this day or that day. You almost have to make plans way in advance. So by scheduling these monthly rides that we're going to be doing, it's for someone like him or me, we can say, okay, I know I have this ride coming up. You tell the wife, you tell the kids, you tell the girlfriend or whoever it is, the side chick, hey, I'm going riding this day. So if you're making plans, don't include me in them. So, and then the same thing with dinners. You know, my wife, she has her girls' nights. She goes out with the girls and they go eat at little fancy restaurants or whatever and eat their steak and shrimp and laugh and joke. And so me, I said, you know what, I'm gonna make some guy nights. So that's what we're gonna have. We're gonna have, basically, we get up on Wednesday, Thursday nights, we'll go out, we'll have dinner. Look at this guy spraying us with windshield wiper fluid, riding off the road. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Anyways, so we're doing all that, but the ultimate goal is we're going to build membership up and start a community garage. So we're going to have a place to, you know, basically meet up. And brothers, we'll have a place to meet up, work on our bikes, hang out, do motorcycle stuff, you know, have meetings, whatever. But that's my goal for that. That's what I'm building up. So monthly rides, dinners, or luncheons, whatever. And, you know, basically a place to where we can go, we can work on our bikes, have a good time, have that camaraderie. And it's a social network that we'll be building too, of we're all members, and if I'm off, I can kind of reach into the member group here and be like, hey, who else is off today? Who wants to ride? So it's a lot of other stuff involved that I'm doing, and I have future plans for it. I'm really excited about the future plans. If I can put it together and make it work, it'd be really good for the riding community. So that's my plans with that. But today, him and I, we're just out riding, enjoying the day off, and you know what little time we have. So it was a good day. The weather was right, about 80 degrees. and we are having a good time. And then, like I said, we're going to be meeting up with our friends later. They'll be getting off work because they had to work, sadly. And but we'll meet up with them later. We'll have dinner. We'll talk some ideas, and you know, encourage other people to join up. So that's my plan for that. But we're gonna go back to riding, especially with all this crazy mess going up here. Dude running off the road, spraying his windshield wiper fluid. Got a car up here smoking. I mean, he's smoking. And I want to enjoy this ride. So thank you guys for watching. It might have been a little bit of a long video, not sure, but when I go to edit, I'll let you know. This guy's turning, thank God. Rolling, he's doing a great job leading up here. Just being him. So, but I'm getting ready to cut this off. I'll be posting some little short videos on TikTok and Instagram in a minute. So go over there and check that out. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate your support. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. My goal for the end of the year is 10,000 subscribers. So let's do it, guys. Join the family. So once again, thank you for watching. Appreciate all you do, all your support. We are out.